In the last of my screencasts on PowerPivot, I want to show you some of the management capabilities of this new and exciting tool. I'm in SharePoint here, and as you can see, I've got two PowerPivots on the screen. What's less obvious is that over here we've got options to create a new workbook, a new PowerPivot if we wish to. We've also got this calendar control, and this is where we can manage how the data in the PowerPivot is refreshed. Because one of the important things is that this data could get stale, could come from an OLTP system or from a data warehouse, wherever, and there could be a newer version of it, and you want your reports to reflect the latest version of that information. So here we can simply schedule that this be updated every day, for example. We can send ourselves an email to let us know it's worked okay. And we can also change the credentials that are used to keep this up to date. Remember, the PowerPivot itself that I created in my earlier screencasts came from several sources, and they're all stored inside here. You can see the references here to Azure and to the SQL Server database that I used to prepare this from. To look at the other aspect of this, we need to go into SharePoint administration. If I go into my SharePoint Central Administration site here and ignore these warnings for the moment, if I look at General Application Settings, you can see that because I've installed Reporting Services in PowerPivot, we have entries for those. And under PowerPivot, we have a Management Dashboard. This shows us the number of queries been running over here. It shows us our memory that's being used, hardly any at all at the moment actually. Shows us our CPU performance. And over here I can see the queries. There isn't much to see, in fact, on this particular site because I've only got my demo environment running. But we can see the queries running here and here. So we can keep a handle on what the users are doing on the SharePoint site without having to do anything more than look at this particular dashboard. We can also configure when these statistics are collected. So here are the data refresh options here. So that's just a quick introduction to the management capabilities that are built into PowerPivot out of the box. This is running on the beta of SharePoint 2010. So these screens may well change before production. Finally, I've put up some resources so that you can get started with PowerPivot both in Excel and in SharePoint.